worked on costumes since 1999, and I'm working on my 73rd show right now for CTE and Fox Valley. And in 2001, after the show before that, they had a few problems, and I ended up doing things. Greg Cherry asked me if I would do Aladdin, and that was in 2001. When I started, we were in Donna Ackerman's basement with the costumes. So the costumes that we have now, I've probably made or been in charge of making almost all of them, pretty much, except for the few that they had from her basement. So yeah, I've been doing it for 20 years. I went in the back because I knew that one of the people from in Beauty and the Beast, he was going to be our wolf in the next show, and I knew I had a pair of pants that I had just had cleaned for him. So I went back to get them, and I saw all kinds of mold back there in the back area. So I thought it was just in the back area until I started pulling in here, and then Jenny and I and Lily kept finding more mold. So yeah, we've had these costumes for 20 some years. We'd never had this before. So it was kind of shocking to us. So anyway. We've had to throw away a lot of fabric. And when I started, we were doing a lot of showstoppers. And so when you do showstoppers, you've got 125 kids, and you've got 4 or 5 color groups, which means, little kids are yellow and they go all the way up to red and purple. And so in each of those groups, there's about 40 kids, and you have to have matching costumes for them. So I would go to Chicago and buy the fabric and find the patterns and then give it to the ladies, and then we would sew all these costumes, and we have all them. And we've used them. They're basic skirts that we can use over and over and over again, and we've been using them for a long time. And we've had to throw some of that away, but hats, we threw all our hats away. I had 40 cowboy hats. But we have a lot of top hats and all that. Usually we use those mostly for the summer show. But when we put a top hat on for the summer show, there were 40 kids, and all those kids needed a top hat. So we had lots of top hats. And some of my fedoras and stuff that were genuine antique fedoras had mold on them, so I had to get rid of them. So I'm not real happy about that. All our leather coats, we had to throw all of them away. Evidently this mold likes leather. All our cowboy boots, we had lots of cowboy boots because the summer show we always did a cowboy number, and we always had cowboy boots on the kids. We had to throw all them away. We threw all our shoes away. Fabric's the worst. Breaks my heart, the fabric we had to throw away. The pile's pretty big out there. So if we visibly saw mold, we were getting rid of it. If we didn't see it, we were spraying it with the disinfectant and laying it in the sun and whatever we could do to get it cleaned up so that we could use it and get it smelling good again. So I'm thinking we're doing a pretty good job. This will be devastating. I can't even imagine. I'm brokenhearted about the whole thing, and I'm looking at what we're trying to save, but yeah, it's devastating. I'm hoping my crinolines and things like that I can't have. It's not easy to find them. I'm hoping they make it. Just little things that I know as a designer as a costume person that I don't want to lose because I know I've got them.